Good morning, great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, magnificent morning, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious morning. Yes, again, the beautiful reminder of choice that we all have, that you have, I have, that we all have. And again, what is that choice about? It's about how we think. Remember, thoughts are things. Thoughts are energy. Thoughts are the magnets that attract to us the very things that we think. And you, me, all of us, we all have that ability to choose our thoughts. Now, again, sit in that for just a moment. That's where it all starts. This is why we repeat it so much, because of how important it is, because it all starts in the mind. When you change what's happening in your mind, you change the results of your life. And again, guess who has control over that? It's you. The same way that I do, the same way that all of us does. And that is enormously important. And we hope that you get this. This is something that Dolly and I have been working diligently on in our lives. And it's what we've diligently been working on to put together to help you to understand it for you in your life. This is why Elevitality is here. This is why we've created Emergence to help people to understand that so that they can live the life that they would love to live. And what's beautiful is that it's available for you. It's available to everyone. All that's required is the implementation of what's being shared. And by the way, with regards to what it is that we share everything that's rooted in principle and according to law. And that's important. Why? Because the principles, the laws, they always enforce everything. Everything happens according to law. And in terms of that law, the law is no respecter of persons, it's no respecter of views, no respecter of me. The purpose of that law is to be enforced. And so what we can do is, for instance, use the law of gravity as the example. You've heard me say this before. Gravity is no respecter of you. In terms of gravity, it doesn't care about this phone, for instance. And if I let go, what happens? It falls. See, it's the same way with regards to everything else. And when you understand that and work with the law, guess what happens? Your life is a lot easier. And again, that's what we're hoping that you understand for you yourself. Now, before we move forward into diving into what we've been studying, we have a beautiful reminder for you about our upcoming event called Emergence. It was originally scheduled for the 14th, but it's been moved to the 28th. Now, with this being said, we invite you to register and to invite other people to register as well, because it's life-changing information. What we'll be sharing with you are ways to implement this information that go far beyond what you're hearing here in these daily study calls. So again, register and invite other people to come along. Now, with that, let's go into what we've been studying. We've been studying this beautiful gem. And if you don't have this book, we recommend that you do get this for you. And if you don't have this book, get this specific copy. And also, when you do get it, yes, read it. Yes, memorize it. Yes, study it. But most importantly, above those, apply it in your life. See, all the knowledge and information that's in this book has no power in and of itself. Even what I just shared with you in the beginning of this has no power in and of itself. All of that is mere static, passive energy. And the only way it will have power in your life is if you make it dynamic the way that life is. Think about how life is full of movement. Well, that's because life is movement. It's not static. See, most people, when they get this information, they keep it static. They study it and that's it. It doesn't go any further. They read it, it doesn't go any further. They memorize it, it doesn't go any further. It's not used in their life. You know, that's what we put in the very first lesson of Emergence, because it's at the core of you delivering transformation, the golden rule of application. And you'll hear it again and again and again from us. And you do hear it here. You hear it with everything that we share. Apply this information as if your life depends on it. You know why? Because it does. All right. So you ready? Let's dive into where it is that we left off in this beautiful gem. Type in the comments, I'm ready. If you're ready, I'm ready. And so let's go for it. Let's go into this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, boom. All right. Now we're going to start here on this specific chapter, which is the summary of the science of getting rich, which is the final chapter in this book. And by the way, we will be sharing with you the next book that we are going to be studying, and it's a beautiful gem. We just need to provide to you the link for what that is, and it's going to be really, really awesome. With that being said, in terms of the page that we're on in this is page 130. Okay, page 130. And this summary is outstanding. And what's beautiful is going through this book and studying it, leading up to this beautiful, final, amazing summary. It puts a whole new light on everything. I remember the first time that I read this, and then when I started to study it, started to use it. Oh my gosh, it started to change everything once I applied it in my life. And again, we hope that you are feeling that for you, yourself, in your life. So, what is this summary? Remember, it's about thinking in a certain way, and it's about acting in a certain way. So, it goes to point out this. Oh, and by the way, let me make sure that you are doing this. Make sure that you are applying this, towards your goal. Because yes, there is a science to getting rich, and getting wealthy is definitely important. You can apply this for anything. Okay, your goal, you can apply it towards a change in lifestyle, whatever it is that you want. Okay. Now, here's what he says. There is a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which in its original state permeates, penetrates, and fills the inner spaces of the universe. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's omnipresent. It's omnipotent. And it's closer to you than the air that you breathe. A thought in this substance produces the thing that is imaged by the thought. Now set that in motion. You can think what you please. If to think is to form, you can form what you please. A thought, you having any thought, impressed upon this summage, upon this substance, I should say, is imaged by the thought. Life starts to move from it. Man can form things in his thought. You can form things in your thought. Remember, you can think what you please. You can think whatever you want to think. Your greatest power is your agency, which is your ability to accept, originate, reject ideas. Now, again, sit in that for a moment. Man can form things in his thought, and by impressing his thought upon formless substance, can cause the thing he thinks about to be created. Now, where is that all starting? It's starting in the mind. And where is it happening? It's happening in the mind. Now, in order to do this, man must pass from the competitive to the creative mind. Otherwise, he cannot be in harmony with the formless sub-intelligence, which is always creative and never competitive in spirit. Remember, spirit is creative. It's not competitive. To be in harmony with spirit, you must act accordingly and be in alignment with spirit, which is you must be creative. And by the way, I want to say something. That doesn't mean there can't be competition that's there. What I am saying, and what he's saying, and what we are saying, is that it's through the creative that you're able to deliver something where everybody wins. So again, in order to do this, man must pass from the competitive to the creative mind, otherwise cannot be in harmony with the formless intelligence, which is always creative and never competitive in spirit. Man, woman, you, me, all of us may come into full harmony with the formless substance by entertaining a lively and sincere gratitude for the blessings it bestows upon him. It's important that you engage with gratitude. Remember, gratitude keeps you connected to the source. Gratitude unifies the mind of man with the intelligent substance so that man's thoughts are received by the formless. Man can remain upon the creative plane only by uniting himself with the formless intelligence through deep and continuous feeling of gratitude. Now, think about that. You want to unite with God, the universe, source, all the same. It's gratitude that will unite you and keep you connected to that source. And that's important. It's very important. Now, before we proceed, for those of you who are watching this live stream and are feeling that connection to this wonderful, beautiful information, would love to tie into the remainder of these calls and actually access the recordings as well. Join a wonderful community of like-minded people. Then do yourself a favor and go to elevitality.com and register for Master Your Mind. You'll thank yourself later.